Well, welcome back to a very belated Velkyn Weave crew. We finally managed to overcome some uh, hurdles obviously placed upon us by some of those nefarious enemies of the Hall. But we've gotten back together. Everybody is back here, I guess. So let me introduce the players to you. Oh,
I'm Tom. I'm playing the tiny yet ancient gnome wizard, Boop Whizbang.
Eldon.
Corey. I'm playing Eldon Goodfield, our halfling druid.
Rinyan.
Greetings, I'm Jeffrey. I'm playing Renyon, your human paladin of Sylvanus.
Quentin.
I'm Josh, playing Quentin, the half-elf rogue mastermind.
Delirious.
I'm Michelle. I play Dolores, human cleric of Timor.
And Kala.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm playing Kala, the half-orc barbarian, and I am the best to ever exist.
In this session, you totally exist, right?
100%. I am real and not a figment of your imagination.
And Kala was there too.
Always. I'm always there.
And I am Cecil, the guide to the Velkyn Weave throughout the realm of the Forgotten Realms, specifically the Sword Coast. And as we last left the intrepid adventurers, they were stuck inside a cave on a sandbar with the water flowing in. Water's only about 4 to 6 inches deep at this part. The boat is wedged pretty well on the sandbar, so it's not going to be moving forward. However, walking from this point is going to be a little bit of an issue. And you do have a guest with the party. I believe it was Hullock and Barnacles.
The seahorse's name was Barnacle?
Yes.
That's perfect.
That's the greatest name.
Oh.
I believe we left Halleck to recuperate, and then we were going to explore the cave and find hopefully a way.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought you initially had said that the sandbar was only so far, like so wide, and that once you crossed it, it came out to an inland sea or an underground sea.
Not really an underground sea, but it widens up to about 30 to 40 feet wide.
Does it deepen again, or is it?
Not much. You think that you'd still be able to walk in there. You also estimate that hasn't been this way for very long. Otherwise, you don't think that the sandbar would have still been there.
Yeah, because sand erodes pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
This fast moving.
The water moving pretty fast in as unnaturally as it is. Makes sense. I mean, something new is going on. You know what? We are looking for a tome of water. I wonder if it has something to do with the book.
Mm.
And those water twisters that have been seen in this area.
Yep, that's seems like a good mix of air and water, doesn't it?
So we only have one direction to go, forward, deeper. Adventure calls.
Great. I'm too excited.
Probably leave Eldon and Bope and the elf in the boat.
Well, I thought we weren't able to take the boat along with us.
I mean, I can
drag
carry
it behind you.
And with
I
just
can drag the boat.
and with just the three of you, it's not going to be that It's not gonna be that deep into the sand.
Yeah, I could drag the boat. That's fine.
Plus, the current's probably gonna be a little too. Would probably be too much for you.
Especially for me.
Well, 4 or 6 inches of water's fine. I got my staff. I can hang in there.
Speak for yourself.
I am. I am, Bope. Don't worry.
Not all small folk were created equally.
I guess you could always just make yourself into a manta ray. Just float along.
I don't want to burn too many of those wild shapes. Can't do that all day.
I could grow to
Not
twice
bad.
my height.
And be still shorter than Kala?
Shorter than everybody except you.
So,
Bush.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
resent
Halleck was going to come along, though, because his
Yeah,
seahorse couldn't follow
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still
Woozy.
feeling the effects of being knocked silly.
right? He doesn't get a chance. You just throw him in the boat. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but then his seahorse is left all alone.
Yeah, I don't
We
think
can't-
we're
he
going
can't
to
come with us.
kidnap him. It's not like he's in risk of drowning. He can breathe underwater.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
Where
where
do
do
you-
you
Barnacles alone.
where do you suggest that we safely put him then?
Where he is. He's over on the side of the cave on the
Yeah,
little bit of
wherever we
waste
lay
sand.
him to stabilize him because he
Pretty
came to on his
sure-
own there.
Pretty sure he said he'd just wait there of his own volition.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, and
Come on, it was just
He-
like
he
2
will-
minutes ago, Rainian.
he'll let you know that if anything's coming.
Remember, I stayed
Yeah,
with the
so
boat.
see,
when you
that
guys-
works.
That's fine. Yep. I'm ready to head out.
Well, this water doesn't seem like it's getting any lower, so
No.
we should get
Yeah,
going.
we're what, about 12 hours until high tide again? We're actually kind of near low tide right now from what we figured out last time.
We're probably 10 hours because I think we're on the backside of low tide.
Yeah, you figured that
Yeah,
you
so
had
it's
between
rising.
6 to 12 hours.
It's a bit of a spread, but still a fair bit of time.
Mhm.
let's hoof it.
So Kyle has one side, I'll have the other side.
Sure, you can pretend to help.
I mean,
Yeah,
not that
He's
Kyle.
long.
like, I'm the best.
Yep. Yep.
Just ask her; she'll tell you.
She's not shy about coming forward.
Yeah,
Super confident version of Kala is interesting.
Yeah, let's head in, dragging the boat behind us.
Wow. What was on that tattoo?
Yeah, speaking of tattoos,
You have
what's that
no
tattoo
idea.
do, Kala?
You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Tell us.
Murders us all and takes our stuff.
Secrets.
No, I would have.
That's not on brand. I don't believe that.
No, it's not a brand. It's a tattoo.
But
Walked into that
setup.
one.
Onward.
So yes, we are pushing forward.
Okay, you're pushing forward. You have Rinian, Kala dragging the boat.
Yeah.
Where is Delirus?
I'd like to stay in the boat if at all possible, since I'm, such a fantastic swimmer.
Okay. It would be very difficult to swim here. It's
Well, what I'm saying is, if I go in the
I
water,
understand.
I'll probably drown a lot easier than the others. So I'd rather
Mm,
stay tight if that's okay.
I mean, I can't swim either, but that's fine.
I can.
Yeah, but you have strength, you see, and strength is what you need to swim, and that's not really my thing.
Mm.
I'll stay in the boat as well.
Okay, well, I'm not dragging everybody.
It's a boat. I
I'll
mean,
walk.
nice.
It's fine. Yeah, but we got to drag the boat because it's sitting in only 4 inches of water. It's dragging through the sand.
Yes. Your extra weight is weighing it down.
Yeah, so
More.
listen. I'm not dragging all of you. Neither is Renyan. One person can be in the boat.
Or two, the small.
And that person's name is Bope.
Yes.
Oh, fine.
Indeed.
But be ready to fish me out if my feet go out from under me.
4
That's
inches of water.
Well, it's a
No,
strong current.
It is a very strong current. So
Right. We're gonna water park this.
We're
I'm
in
just
the
gonna
back.
sit down
We'll
and go.
catch you if anything happens.
I mean, it's
Yeah, you
literally
better.
it's like a water park.
So everyone out
It's
of the
going
boat.
forward.
Only Bope can be in there.
And Mr. Peppers.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, the rabbit's fine. He doesn't weigh much.
He's a little waterlogged.
Probably a deeply unhappy rabbit right now.
Surprised
letting
he
him-
stayed in your pocket while you were underwater.
It was a strong current.
it could have fed something over there. But okay. So we have Renyan, Kala pulling the boat. We have Bope in the boat with Mr.
Mhm.
Peppers.
Correct.
And the other two of you walking along the side.
3, but yes.
Three.
Sure.
Okay. Now, you're actually making decent progress moving forward. The area is widened out to about, like I said, about 30 or 40 feet wide now. It's certainly not what you would call an inland sea, maybe a pond. But you still have a good bit of current flowing deeper in. It hasn't gotten much more in depth. At worst, it's maybe about a foot deep here.
Okay.
The ground is very sandy, so as you're stepping through, what you're doing is you're fighting against the sand and pushing down. It has a lot of give to it, and then suddenly, a lot of that sand and everything explodes up around you, and you've got 3 skeletons that are there. So I do need initiative.
Of course we do.
Okay.
Skeletons are keeping their
Let's
footing.
see.
I guess they have less for the water to catch on.
Ooh, that is not
Yeah,
good.
they also have less weight to hold themselves down.
That's why I went.
Had myself a solid initiative roll this time.
Really?
Right.
I
Me
did
too.
not.
It's because you're dragging the boat, you know. You got to
Yeah.
drop the boat, you know. Hope the boat doesn't get picked up.
Okay, Pope, what you got?
18.
Wow.
I had nothing better to do but watch for
There you go.
That's true.
Eldon.
20.
Ooh. Renyan.
12.
12.
Oh, we were almost the fastest party in the West.
Quentin.
10.
Delirious.
16.
16. That's
Ashamed
not
of
very
my
clericy of
cleric
you.
ancestors. No, I know.
Kala.
A mighty 1.
Ooh. Okay, Eldon.
She got stuck under that boat's what happened. Yeah. Bonus action, shillelagh, and just go smash the nearest skeleton.
Okay. One of them does look like it's armed with a couple of short swords. Nope, I'm sorry, long swords.
Couple of them. All right.
One of them has a dagger and hand crossbow in hand, and the other one is unarmed.
Are
The one that's
they...
unarmed is closest to you.
All right, unarmed one it is. I'm just going to go for the nearest one.
It's a monk.
Okay.
Yeah. This is an old adventuring party.
All right, that is a 25.
Oh, you definitely hit.
For a grand total of 5 magical bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Damage is damage.
Still counts.
Desert pebbles under my feet.
All right, Bope is going to follow Eldon's lead, throwing a spectral hand at the one that he just damaged.
Okay.
That is a 18 to hit and 8 necrotic damage. They also have disadvantage against me. Meh.
Nice.
So there.
Oh, that's important.
Probably should wait until after he attacks to tell him that.
Delirious.
May the rage of Timora burn you.
Same one?
Give me a dex save. Yes, same one. Dex save, please.
Oh, everyone's going after the poor unarmed one.
We got to knock him down because there are no wound penalties in this game.
He's the caster,
14.
clearly.
It did not make it, so
Yeah.
you burned him well.
He takes 3 radiant damage. And I have my shield out, obviously.
With the boat in one arm and my shield in the other, I will kind of drag Kala with me as I move up with the boat to the closest one, which I guess is the unarmed one, and just attack with my improvised shield weapon.
That's called a shield bash, isn't it?
It's a shield bash once you have the skill. It's an improvised attack.
Okay. You get the impression that if you let go of the boat, it's not going to go too far.
Yeah, but what am I going to let go of the boat and do? Smack it with my fist?
Okay. Go ahead. You're smacking it with your shield.
Let's see. So improvise is just the straight up. 18.
Oh, definitely hit.
Probably like where are you? 2 plus 3, 5 damage from the smack with the shield, and then I would like to knock him on his ass. That'll be a contested strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics from you. And I got a natural 20.
Okay. I did not beat your natural 20.
So he's prone.
So he is prone.
In a current.
And Quentin.
So everyone's around one of these skeletons, and he's now prone, correct? Or is anyone else next to one of the other two?
No one is next to the other two yet. You've got
okay, I'll shoot.
Eldon and Rinian that are next to it.
Yeah, but I would be at disadvantage, so I can't get sneak attack. So I will just shoot normally at one of the other ones.
Okay.
10 to hit, so done.
And a 10 would hit him.
Wow, okay.
Nice.
You picked the right one. I gave it to you randomly, but you picked the right one.
5 piercing. And I will bonus action Master of Tactics, pointing out its weakness for Kala. Advantage on the next attack against the one I just hit.
Okay. Okay, Eldon, Rinian, the one that you are attacking, has managed to stand up. And he's going to be taking some jabs at you. Let's see. Eldon, you want
Ready.
even or odd?
Even Steven.
Oh, apparently he feels like the big guy with the shield is a little bit more threatening. So he's coming after Rinian.
Not the little guy with the shield? Okay, sure.
I'm coming to realize that this current really isn't that strong, apparently.
It's strong. He just rolled well.
Why did you have to say that, Renian?
He got knocked off of his feet and didn't go anywhere.
Well, bones don't
He went a few
catch that
feet,
much water.
but he's also fairly dexterous. And it looks like he got you once, but only once. I take it a 15 misses,
Yes,
a 24 hits.
probably.
So 9 points of damage. And I need a Constitution save from you.
Is it disease?
Yes.
I'm immune.
Okay.
So there.
Pal immunity.
Someone takes their vitamin C.
Vitamin S for Sylvanus.
I don't know how to spell.
Ooh.
Eldon, the one that's furthest away, is taking some pop shots at you.
Disadvantage on the first attack.
Ooh.
Okay, the first attack, I believe, misses badly with an 11.
Indeed it does.
And the second one is a 14, so I think that probably missed as well.
That's a miss as well. Yes, sir.
Kala!
Yay! Okay. So can you give me a layout again?
Okay, you have Eldon, Rinian, fighting against one that seems to be fairly dexterous and managed to hit Rinian even through all of his armor barehanded or
Ooh.
skeleton-handed.
He was a monk in a previous life.
Them knuckle bones.
Yep.
Okay.
The one that's furthest away took a pop shot at Eldon with a hand crossbow
Okay.
and missed. And then you've got a third one that is in between the other two and closing on the party. And it is armed with long swords.
Is that
Okay.
the one I hit?
Yes, that's the one you hit.
Which you would have advantage on attack.
Yeah. Okay. Renian, do you have the boat?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna run up behind that first skeleton that attacked to the one that I have advantage on. If it gets an opportunity hit, I will take it. And then I will pull out battle axe and sword and attack the one that I have advantage.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yep, he's fairly easy to hit.
Okay, so that is a. Oh my gosh, where's my thing? What's a battle axe? D8. Yeah, it's a D8. Okay. So that is a 7 plus, I want to say 3. So that is 10 points of slashing damage on the first one. And then attack again. And that is a 18 plus to hit, so I'm guessing that hits. And there's a D6. That is a 6 plus 3. Should be a 6 plus 3. Yeah. So 9 points of slashing damage on the second.
Okay.
And that is it. So if they want to attack the rest of my friends, they've got to get past.
Well, he will happily swing at you since you're right there.
Okay.
And he missed badly, and those dice are going into the box of shame. Eldon.
All right, gonna smack him again. Feel like this one may be close to breaking down. Oh yeah, that's a 24.
Definitely hit.
All right, for I want to say 6. Yeah, 6 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I think that's all I got. Yeah, no other bonus actions this time.
Okay, Bo.
Okay, how's it looking?
How's what looking?
The skeleton
one?
that we've all been beating on, the one with no weapons, the dexterous one.
He still seems pretty spry.
For obviously already being dead.
Yeah. And that does bring some consternation to it, but
The stress fractures are subtle.
Okay. Believing that it can't have too much more, we're going to throw another lich slap at it. Unfortunately, I rolled a natural 1, so
Oh.
noted.
It's all tomorrow's fault.
It was.
I've been
Dolores.
feeling
Renyon Boot.
Don't antagonize Timora. It could be worse.
Did you say it was up to me?
yeah, it's up to you now.
Okay. I believe in my goddess. I believe in my goddess. The rage of Timor burns you.
What? Oh, and you guys can't see me do the thing. Just
Same
pretend
one?
I did.
Yes.
What?
Looking for a 14.
Oh, that dice is joining the others in the box of shame.
So it missed.
It missed
Ooh.
badly.
He takes 8 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Good.
She looks so proud.
I
Worked twice in a
am,
row
I
now.
believe in my goddess.
Renyon.
She's like,
Come on.
finally.
Having Kala drop it, I will use that hand to move Bope behind me, and while I continue to just bang him in the face with my shield.
Okay.
Say bope or boat? Just
Boat.
checking.
Boat.
Yes.
Boat with a Bope.
Bope in a boat.
22.
Definitely hit.
Count words hard. Yes. For solid 4. And just for funs and giggles, let's see if we can knock him down again. Maybe.
Oh, the way I've been rolling so far tonight shouldn't be too hard.
You say that. No.
Don't jinx it.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to jinx it.
I got
No.
an 8. I got an 8.
Oh,
No.
I got an 8 on the dice, so
Yeah,
he avoids being knocked down this time.
it's okay.
Quentin.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action hide using the boat as cover.
Okay.
And then I'll move a tiny bit and pop up and target with the light crossbow, the same one that I hit last time.
Got it.
I rolled a 20 on my stealth, if that matters.
Okay.
One moment. A 19 to hit,
19 hits.
14 total piercing damage. And then I will move back down to have cover behind the boat.
That doesn't offer you much cover.
Sure it does.
Well, some amount to increase the
did boat-
difficulty to hit me. It's a longboat.
She
not
is
a rowboat.
approximately 11 inches. Is that a goat?
There's a little puppy.
Okay.
That was
It's a water
clearly
deep
goat.
terrier.
This time it's turning its attention away from Rinian and is going after the short one that figures it can knock you out, get you out of the way.
Disadvantage on the first attack.
Yeah, we'll see about
Okay.
that.
Nice.
First attack misses with a 12,
Yay.
and the other 2 attacks miss with even worse.
Yay.
I'm feeling pretty good about
Just ducked under it.
about
It's fine.
tonight, guys.
I'm going to need some new dice.
Skeletons
No,
don't
you
have
don't.
eyes. I mean,
Those are the
No,
dice you're looking.
Yeah. Oh.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4.
No, he's there. He's moving just a little bit. He's alive. It's okay.
No, I knew that. I'm just
Do you
making sure
smell
it
toast?
takes.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you smell toast? That's how you tell if someone's having a
Almond?
stroke,
Yeah, I've heard.
according to Archer.
I believe he got you with one of the hand crossbow bolts.
Oh no.
Even with cover, a 24, I believe, would hit.
screens you could see me, but yeah.
Or did you duck for full cover? Which full cover is going to mean it's harder for you to acquire them jumping up too.
Didn't realize that. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
he hit me then.
I'm looking at it. You're hiding all the way, so you're not sure type of thing. Is that what you're doing?
Well, I
Makes
mean,
sense.
that's what I just did, though. I kind of
Okay.
hid and then I popped out. But
I thought you were only getting down for getting cover, not full cover. Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry,
That's fine. He hit me.
If he's not, if he can't see you, he can't shoot you. So let's see who he goes for. 1, 2, 3. Eldon, he is shooting at you.
Everyone wants some Eldon tonight.
Not
And
just tonight.
Accurate.
he gets with one
It's
of
the
them.
cowboy hat.
The cowboy hat of provoke.
Of provocation.
Insight.
total
Of
of
temptation.
Total of 8 damage. And I need a Constitution save.
Even from the crossbow bolt, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Oof.
Hmm.
It's that tetanus, man.
Yep. Rusty arrows.
Yikes. That is a 9.
That's That's some rabid tetanus to
Okay.
be like fast acting.
Oof. Well, we don't have shots or boosters, so it makes
Kala,
yes.
it's your round.
Okay. I will. I guess. Which one just shot Eldon?
The one that's furthest away.
Okay, I will not hit that one. I'll
That'll be
hit
alright.
whichever ones are closest to me.
Yeah, you've got the one with the blades.
And
to
I
go
no
through to
longer
get to
have
him.
advantage. So I'm not raging. But they have done a fair amount of damage to my friends.
The one you are fighting, Kala,
Yes.
looks like it's been bashed pretty decently.
Okay. Okay. Seeing that it has done a lot of damage to my friends, I do not like that, so I just and start raging. And I will attack the one closest. I will recklessly attack the one closest to me
Okay.
first.
Pulling out all stops.
And that is a not 20.
Yes.
Huzzah.
So that is 3d8. Where's my third d8? There we go. Okay. So that
Love
is
that half orc ability.
7, 13, 19, plus 3 is 22, plus 2 is, what did I say? 23, 25. Okay, so 25. And then I double the radiant damage, right? Also? This
If
damage
it's-
dice.
If it's dice, yeah.
Okay, let me check the thing, my half orc thing, because I'm not sure if I add a dice to that one as well, like a second dice to that one as well.
No, not the racial.
Not the radiant, right? That's why.
Yeah, I think it's just
not the.
dice. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Roll one of the dice. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so 2. So that is 25 regular damage and 12 radiant damage.
Noise.
Okay, and you want to roll another 2d6 for me, please?
That would kill me.
Ooh. Oh, can I? Oh man, I'm gonna waste it on this one. Okay. And then you guys hear a thunderous sound coming from my battle axe as it smashes into this skeleton for 11 points of thunder damage. Just
That was your tattoo.
yeah.
Nice.
And you see that shit glow up
And it's
underneath my bicep.
it's blown back about 10 feet in several different directions.
So your tattoo is Thunderous Smite.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
That
That's
is
right.
awesome.
I mean, there's a reason why it's one of the
That'll-
ones that I have. So yeah. It's gonna be funny though. Like one day we're gonna both be rushing up, and we're both gonna like connect.
Just a
damage.
double thunder smite. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
You're gonna be a little deaf afterwards, like ma.
Yeah.
Ma.
Yeah,
Um,
everyone is kind of saying, a
Ma-
cave is not the best place to.
Oh right. Oh no.
Bope's just gonna be looking around, and be like, "I don't know what you're talking about. It always sounds like this."
Oh no, Bob has tinnitus. It's okay.
And you create a tiny tsunami. It's about 4 inches high that flows away from you as well. Eldon, your shot.
Oh, wait, I have a second attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move. Is that skeleton dead?
The one that you
After
just
like
hit?
44 points of damage or something.
The one that you just hit. Like I
Yeah.
said, it was blown back 10 feet away from you in several different directions.
Okay, sounds good.
It is no
Okay.
longer a cohesive skeleton.
Cool. So now I'm gonna move to the skeleton that was farthest away with my
Okay.
30-something feet of movement, and I'm going to attack that one. And I
Okay.
am still in rage. So, oh wait, I'm recklessly attacking. I said that, so. Okay, so that is a 19, so 24 to hit,
Hits.
and that is 7 plus 3. 12 points of slashing. No, wait. Sorry. That should have been a decent. Okay. 8 points of slashing damage. Is that right?
Eldon.
Nope. Sorry. 11 points. I forgot I have to do a weird wield. Sorry.
I'm gonna smack this Skelemunk again with my shillelagh.
Okay.
Ugh, that's bad. That's a 10 to hit.
That does not hit him.
Mm-hmm. Eldon, have you taken damage?
Yeah, it took a little bit.
How much?
I got shot by the other guy. 8.
Because your thing doesn't say 8. Okay.
It should. I updated it.
Oh.
We will try again against the dexterous one. Let's see if a better die. Yeah, that'll hit. 21
Oh,
for
definitely
only
hits.
4 points of necrotic damage. It cannot regenerate, and it has disadvantage against me.
Delirious.
Once more, I definitely super believe in my goddess now. The Rage of Tomorrow.
Did I need a 14 or a 15?
Needed a 14.
A 14 makes it.
Yeah.
A 15
okay.
wouldn't have. Rinian.
Kind of want to just use the boat as like a skateboard and like move at the last at the next one up.
In Sylvanas, all things are possible.
Yeah, and you're super dexterous. I bet you could do it.
Dexterity, yeah.
A well-known feature of paladins.
Oh, yes. Paladins and wizards.
So I got the boat. The next one is where is
It's about
further
20
up?
feet further into the cave.
Okay. And how freely moving is the boat?
You have to drag it to make it move right now.
Even with just Bope in it?
Yep. It's still the weight of the boat itself. It is fairly heavy.
Can I throw the boat at it?
I don't think so.
Slow down, Turbo.
I don't think that you can pick up and carry a boat capable of holding 6 or 7 people all by yourself.
Oh well.
Simply because of it's just so darn awkward.
Eldon, you've moved up yet?
I have not moved up yet.
Okay,
I
then
thought
I'll just go ahead and
thought this one was still.
I will double move up then, if depending on how slow the boat, much the boat slows me down. I will bring Bope closer so that he can hit it with his sword.
Okay, so you're going for the one with the hand crossbow then.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you a your choice, dex or a strength roll to see if you can get up there in just your move action. Otherwise, it does take both move action.
Okay. A 20.
Oh, you're there. You may still attack this round.
Super. Shield bashing.
Nice.
Wow. 18 to hit.
You hit.
4 points of damage.
Nice.
Contested stay on your feet roll. Mr. Crossbow Man. I got an 11.
I got an 11.
Oh. Wait.
Oh no.
What happens in a tie?
I don't think either one is successful.
Duke it
Yeah.
out. Fight, fight, fight.
I think you have to beat somebody in a contest to get your action or get your.
Yep. Quentin,
All right,
your hiding space moved.
Okay. So I'm not
Probably
hitting
just
it.
moving. Probably just moving with it, right?
Hey, am I exposed now,
Uh,
or
the
just moved a
boat,
little bit?
the boat is about 10 feet away as far as getting cover behind it again.
Move 10 feet up, remaining behind the boat. Bonus action hide. All right, 23 on the stealth, and roll the hit with a light crossbow on the one that Runyon just tried to knock down.
Okay,
23 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hit.
15 total piercing damage,
Nice.
Nice.
and then I will duck down and try and get as much cover as I can squeeze out of that.
Okay, Eldon, you've been left on your own
Oh
facing
no.
this guy.
Well, I gotta go trudge after it. You know what? It's over. Wait, the Skelemonk is still here, right?
Yes, you've been left
Oh.
alone fighting him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
I'm fighting
fine.
the other one.
it's fine.
Sorry.
I can take it.
Yeah, you can.
Oh. Only one hit.
Ha!
Oh, but it's a good hit. 11 points of damage. And so I have Renyon. I have Bope in the boat.
Yeah.
I have Quentin behind the boat.
Yep.
Let's make this interesting. Renyon,
Yeah.
it disengages from you
Okay.
and circles around and leaps over the side edge of the boat there and strikes the boat with a dagger.
This is the monk?
No, this is not the monk.
Oh,
This is the assassin.
okay. So this is not the one that I hit.
Actions.
What's that?
Nope, I'm still fighting the Skelemonk.
This is not the one that I hit.
It might be, I think. Yes.
Okay, it has disadvantage against Hope
Yes.
as the spectral face just clings to its skull. Spectral hand.
Ooh. I think I hit once.
Then disadvantage on the second attack if he's given disadvantage, or you give disadvantage to all attacks against you.
Yeah, all attacks that it makes against
Yeah.
Bope is at disadvantage.
Then double disadvantage.
Yep.
So there.
So, Pope, 6 points of damage,
Okay.
and I
Yeah.
need a Constitution save.
All right. Nothing wrong with those. That is a 4.
Okay. Kala, you are currently not adjacent to anything other than you've got one in the boat, and you've got one that is about 20 feet back that's fighting Eldon. You could strike at either of them. The one that's in the
Okay.
boat, you could still attack from outside on the edge of the boat.
Okay. Eldon, you got this? Okay. I'm going to go for the one in the boat. Gotta save boat.
Okay.
So I will head towards that one.
Okay.
And I'm going to recklessly attack. That is a 17 to hit.
Definitely hit.
That is a 2 plus 3, 5, 7 points of slashing damage and 2 points, 4 points of radiant damage. And I will attack again. And that is another nat 20.
Oh man.
So that is
She's angry.
Oh heck yeah! You don't hurt Bob or Elephant. Okay,
That
That's how
reckless
it
is
works.
clutch.
don't hurt them.
Quentin,
So
anytime.
that is 3d8. And that is 12. 18 points of slashing damage.
Man, you guys and your melee weapons.
Heck yeah. It's all I'm good at. I can't count to 100. No, I can't. I'm not that dumb.
Eldon.
Wait, is it dead?
Nope, it's still up.
What?
I mean, technically it's dead, but it's not.
It was like
Things
30
don't
points of damage. Holy
Undead.
shit.
It was 29 points of damage, but yes, it's still up and moving.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right,
Oh.
it's more shillelagh time. You know what? No, never mind. They're getting loud in here earlier. Well, Kyle was getting loud in here earlier. I'm going to get loud now. I'm just going to thunder wave the
sure
suckers.
was.
That takes him out. So that is a DC 13 con save, please.
I don't think he has the pluses to make that one. So you got him.
Ten total thunder damage.
Nice.
And he's knocked back, right?
Yeah, and he's knocked back 10 feet.
Okay. Oh! You got one of the big nasties that's fighting against you.
All right, I'm gonna grab him by the only part that I can reach, the skinny little ankles, and cast Shocking Grasp.
In the water, right? Disadvantage?
No, he's
Off
not.
his skeleton? Or advantage for Bope, right?
No, I don't think. Oh, I don't know. Does a 14 hit? You said this guy was Dexy.
Yeah, 14 does hit him, though.
Okay, all right. That's 5 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back up because he can't take reactions.
We're quite the
Um,
shocking group.
Haha.
Are you getting out of the boat?
So how long is the boat?
It's a long
Like,
boat, so
Can I move, 15
10
feet down the boat?
probably like
Uh,
10
you-
feet.
You can't move quite 15 feet.
Can I move outside of his
but-
range?
You can move more than 5 feet away, yes. But you're right there at the back of the boat then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't really move. I'll drown if I jump in the water. I'm just moving out of his
The-
immediate.
Keep in mind that as the cavern widened out, the flow that was right at the entrance spread out as well. You're a lot less likely to be knocked off your feet in the depths.
You can
of the-
also jump on me.
Um,
I
Okay,
am
sure.
right
I
there.
will.
Ride the barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move to the opposite end of the boat and just sort of
Okay.
hug the
Okay,
bow stern.
You're at the back end of the boat,
Okay.
probably very close to Quentin, although I'm not sure if you would realize it or not.
Probably not.
Delirious!
Yes. Okay. So, how many skeletons are still up?
2 are still up. The
Right,
one that's in the
'cause
boat
one
looks like it's been battered pretty good. The one
Okay.
that's fighting against Eldon, he's looking still like he's fairly whole.
Well, let's try to finish off the one that's gonna be picking on Bope. So, the rage of Timor burns you. I hope. I
It
believe
does!
my goddess. Yes. For 1 radiant damage. So I hope he had exactly 1 hit point. But I doubt it. Sorry, Bope.
It's
Rinyan!
okay.
Throwing caution to the wind and hoping that his weight will weigh the boat down into the sand to keep it from moving too far. Rinyan will hop into the boat, interspersing himself between Bope and the skeleton.
My hero.
So doing one of those whoop, first
Okay.
move. Bonus action to draw his sword and to swipe the creature.
Okay, roll to hit.
A 23.
That hits.
And that'll do this. 9 damage.
Okay, it falls. It clatters to the back of the.
All right. Nice.
I'll follow up with a shield bash to knock it out of the boat.
Okay.
Oh, good. Now come back here and help me.
Quentin!
Am I within 30 feet of the skeleton that Eldon is engaged with?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And Eldon is currently fighting it, so he is adjacent. No, he's
Excellent.
not. No,
No?
he is not.
Oh,
he knocked
10
it
feet.
back 10 feet.
Okay.
He's still up though. He's not prone.
Yeah. I will throw a bolt its way. Just a standard attack here. 18 to hit for a total of 10 piercing damage. And then as a
Nice.
master of tactics, I will I'll move 10 feet forward if I have to keep the skeleton within 30 and give advantage to Eldon on his next attack against it. And I won't be, doing cover or hiding this turn.
Okay. So we have Eldon and Quentin are probably the 2 closest to it then.
Me by a fair bit more though.
Yeah.
I'm probably 20 feet-ish
Yeah.
behind Eldon.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think you're that far behind because the boat was brought up forward.
Yeah, so the skeleton got knocked towards us in the boat. So it's
Gotcha.
in between us and Eldon.
But so one through 4 is coming back after Eldon. 5 or 6, it'll switch over to Quentin. 1 through 4 coming back after Eldon. One hit.
I love it when he makes that noise.
Oh, my dice do not like it. Or my dice like you guys a lot today.
See, I've been whispering to your dice sweet nothings so they would like me more.
I was going to say Tamora got to your dice.
Gently caressing them.
The fickle dice.
One
In
day.
any case,
So gently.
10 points of damage. And Kala, you're round.
Okay.
You will notice Eldon's looking a little beat up at this point.
Yeah, so I'm
Great.
going to go after the one that is attacking Eldon now.
Okay. By the way, Eldon, if it's any consolation, your opponent is also looking fairly beat up now.
Dang
Or
right,
He's
he
about
should
to
be.
look completely. So I'm going to attack recklessly. That is a 24 to hit.
You hit.
That is 13 points of slashing damage. Plus 4 points of radiant damage. Then I will attack again with my other axe. And that is a 20 to hit. 30-20.
Yep,
And
hits.
that is 9 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see
I like
if you
how-
got
How is it looking?
14. It's looking really rough, but it's still up.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Okay, I am right next to Eldon. Like, if I can get between Eldon and this skeleton, I will. But if I can't, I'm right next to Eldon. Like, I'll make sure I'm right there.
Yeah, if Eldon chooses to, he can step behind you.
Eldon.
Eldon, it is your attack.
Well, I've got to. You gave me the master tactics thing, right, Quentin?
Correct.
Advantage. All right, so I got advantage. I got to take advantage.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh is going to hit with a 19, I believe.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, max damage. All right, 12 magical bludgeoning damage.
And it falls. Kasploosh.
Huzzah.
Just in time.
Fortune favors the weave.
Whew. And Eldon is just breathing heavy.
Come here, buddy.
Bruises
You-
from that guy
you
just
did
punching
well.
me over and over again.
Yeah.
Bope runs up to the clattered skeleton in the back of the boat and just picks up the skull and puts it in one of his pockets.
Pretending not to see that.
Well,
Eldon.
Wait a second. Not in the back of the boat.
Oh,
He got knocked
No,
out.
Rinian pushed it out.
I bopped it out.
okay. I'm not going to go fishing.
Eldon, tomorrow grants you the strength to carry on the fight. You get 11 hit points.
Hey Cecil, when Rinian got hit earlier, and it attempted to impart a disease, did Rinian feel it? Like, was it natural or supernatural?
It's probably assisted by the undead nature of these creatures.
So
Yeah. So Bope
Yeah.
failed that. Is
Right.
anything happening to him?
So Rinian will just go to the back of the boat, place a hand on Bope, and be like, and not be like, and will state, your health has not yet failed you, old man, and give him and remove disease.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. That was amazing. Can you make me younger too?
Does it really matter at this point?
I don't think he has enough hands to lay on you for that.
Well, my thanks, Knight of Sylvanus. That's I don't know if I could have withheld the death's grasp with that disease on me. It was
Anyone else feel those fell down pretty hard for skeletons?
I mean, that sucker hit me a lot. I got shot by the other one.
How
Yeah,
much
it
more?
does
do you
seem-
need?
They had skills that one does not usually dexterity that one does not usually find in the undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Quentin, the one with the hand crossbow, you saw use a technique that you have used in the past to disengage.
Oh, indeed. Actually, I want to check out the remains, see if of the scattered bits of armor and clothing, if there's anything recognizable on.
Okay.
I think that's smart.
I'll put my sword back in my sheath.
Share that with the others.
Jump back into the water, grab hold of the boat, and try to make my way over to Eldon.
I'll join Renyan and then say, honestly, I would feel a lot more if the rest of you would join in the boat as well.
So we're all getting in the boat now?
Still too
Yeah.
hard to pull people in the boat right
I mean,
now.
two of us, we should be able to pull at least 600, 700 pounds.
The problem is that there's just no depth to the water, so there's no flotation. You put that much weight in the
I
boat.
thought there
you're
was,
sitting
we
in the
had at
sand.
least a couple inches.
Yeah, you have a little bit of inches, but
Yeah.
trouble is
Right.
between the
Two small people.
between the weight of the boat and what's in the boat, and the fact that your footing is rather
Tenuous, shall we say.
not tenuous. You're not going to fall or anything. It's just you have nothing to push against, because as you push against the sand goes away from underneath your feet.
Have you ever ran
So
in
it's
deep sand? It's terrible.
Only in snow.
Hey, can you guys help me gather up the bodies or whatever remains? I'm trying to identify.
okay. Quentin,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sure, I'll help
you
them.
out.
you see that the equipment that they have, the clothing is tinged with a little bit of red weave along the edges and everything. You quickly assess that these were probably members of the Crimson Crawfish.
Oh,
They deteriorated quickly.
I think we found some of the people we were looking for, and hold up the red.
That seems unusual at best.
yeah. I mean, I've seen bodies that have been in the snow and such, and this seems awfully fast for them to have deteriorated skeletons.
Yeah, these skeletons pick pretty clean, except for the clothing, of course.
Well, even the clothing looks like it's been ripped
Chewed
up a
up.
good bit. Yep.
Dolores.
The one that had the long swords, he is wearing a studded leather, and it looks like it's fairly decent armor right
Oh.
now.
I'll check that out, and if it fits.
Okay. It's cast off armor.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Good.
And I'll
Um,
move over to Eldon now that I'm out in the water and place a hand upon him as well. And well fought against those undead monstrosities. May your health not turn anytime soon.
Hey, Bopa,
Thanks,
Dolores.
Runyon.
Do you two know anything that, from a religious or arcane perspective, that would flip these folk into undead this quick?
That's no. You know, well, would I? In my dealing with with magical and the arcane.
I ask you as the local arcana expert and religious representative.
It's a lot more than just an animate dead.
Okay.
Okay.
In
There's
between
You
true
pick up
power
on that one
behind
fairly
this.
quick.
Gotcha.
There's some true
is-
power behind this necromancy. It's no run-of-the-mill trick to bring them back like this. They had some real heft behind them.
So
Something
something,
was driving them.
a stronger undead, perhaps, somewhere here.
Indeed.
Well, let's hope we don't befall their fate.
Eldon,
Yeah.
Say a little
are
prayer.
you still looking kind of ragged?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, how much
Okay.
are you down?
I'm gonna
still?
hand you my health potion. And just
Oh,
say, don't
thanks,
argue
Kala.
with me. Just take it. Thank you.
I don't tend to argue with women twice my size. All right. I'm trying to do that.
She's more than twice your size, let's be honest.
I'm still a gentleman.
Are we talking
Dolores.
wide or tall?
Yes.
Hey, everyone check. Make sure they still have that water breathing potion that we were given last time. So we didn't lose
Excuse
it in
me.
combat.
I think.
Yeah,
some-
you should have one too, Kala.
I think
Okay.
Because
some
you were
may-
there.
I'm sorry. My memory is sometimes not the greatest. Someone else used to help me with that sometimes.
And the magical berry that greatly increases our ability to swim.
I've used mine
Me too.
when I went overboard earlier.
I'm sorry. Our magical berry that did what again?
You bite down on it and it gives you a bonus to swimming.
It's a flotation
Oh, okay.
device in your mouth.
I haven't taken that yet.
They have three charges, I think they told us, right?
Oh, did they say that?
Nope. Afraid not.
That was a-
Oh,
He's
And that
still a little
concludes
bit
my
efficient out here in
post-combat
the
check.
water.
But
I'll take the berry out for a second and like, well, if one of y'all wants this, you can have it. I could turn into something that can swim at least pretty easy.
Yeah.
I would say both of their lyrics should take it.
Eh? Eh? It's just just been in my mouth a couple hours. That's all.
Boop. Pops it into his mouth. Thanks.
He has no shame.
Happy to help.
Tastes like straw.
So, moving forward, then can we tell
Yeah.
like which direction to move?
yeah,
Forward.
and the
Nice.
cavern definitely keeps on going into the back, and you can see where it goes through another short tunnel. And as you go through that way, what's more, it opens up wider. And this is the strangest thing. As you go in, you see this a glowing sphere. It kind of glows a bluish green color, and the water is rising up out of the I guess you say the surface there, and flowing up into the sphere, almost like a mini water spout without the twist. It's a reverse waterfall.
I'm betting this
Okay.
explains why the place isn't
Okay.
completely flooded with all the water flowing in.
yeah.
Off to the right, you actually have a small area. You could call it a landing, where it's large enough for, well, probably the entire party to stand over there. And there are 3 of the ugliest ladies you've ever seen.
Oh.
There's a chest over there as well, and one of the ladies has a book in her hand and is making kind of scritching noises against the book as she's staring at the sphere. One of the ladies looks at you and goes, "Ah, Becca, our servants have arrived."
Like hell.
First question:
Our books.
what race are they?
Kind of
History,
hard to tell. They look human.
history of legendary figures.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Not necessarily a legendary figure, but you've heard of hags before.
Oh no, I've dealt with those before.
And
I'm not trying to deal with them again.
Are they Fae?
You don't have to try. You're gonna.
and yeah, so Yeah,
They-
you've heard of hags.
Are they
And-
who I think they are?
Probably not.
Are they the Fates?
Probably not.
Okay, good.
That's
They like,
good.
I don't know, they like
Close.
us, or they have an interest in us.
They think we're servants. I say this
We've
out loud.
traveled a long way. How can we help?
And the other one says, yes, and the fact that they have made it to us means that they are worthy to serve us too.
Now,
Well, and then
right.
looks at over at you and says, well, we will accept your supplications now. Go ahead.
I don't supplicate to anyone.
What do you need us
I
to
don't
do?
know the meaning of the word.
What do you need us to do?
Ah, good. Our servants understand. We have a task for them. You
Ugh.
need to go and fetch us a scroll of teleportation.
I am not comfortable.
Unless the
What did you do with the
scroll
books?
in this cavern, that's going to be difficult because we can't get past the water to gap.
Yeah, how do we get out of here?
Oh, we can help you get out.
Who
What
are
do you
you?
need the scroll for?
Oh, we need the scroll. It makes it easier to come and go as we please.
And who are you?
Oh, that is Lady Becca.
Oh no.
Yes, that's Lady Becca right there.
And you are?
Lady Fiona. And the
Uh-huh.
one that's over there taking notes on this interesting sphere, Lady Ag.
And you hail from?
I'm sorry, what was the last name?
Ag.
And where do you
Should I
come
spell
from?
it for you? Are you lettered?
On an outer character
Yes.
basis? Yeah, I can't understand what you're saying.
Becca, our servants are not lettered. We must teach them to read.
I can read. Thank you very much.
Was it ag, like AG?
AHG.
Oh, Bope, didn't you learn
This
anything?
is the Morgan.
Yeah, is it the Morgan? Is it the Norns?
Is it an anagram? I think ag is an anagram for something.
For
Subtle.
Shh, I'm still working on it. Don't ruin it.
Well, we I don't see a problem at this time with getting you a scroll of teleportation.
Really?
But we were ignorant as to your presence here. Admittedly, we came on another errand. Have you
But-
perhaps?
Fate must have brought you to us to serve us.
And that may be
That-
so, but
It's only
I would just
proper.
like to ask, if you would be so benevolent, have you found two large tomes of the magical-looking variety?
Oh yes, in this chest here. Ag's
Do you have
holding
any
one of them
interest in
now.
those tomes?
That was going to be one of my questions. How big is the book that Ag is holding?
It's about that wide. It's about this tall. I mean, it is a very sturdy book. There's nothing on the other side to give it any support as she's taking notes.
And do they look cleavable?
Everything's cleavable if you try hard enough.
That's true.
And believe in yourself.
All is cleavable in the eyes of
Believe in
Nick.
yourself. The cleaving was in your heart all along.
Mm-hmm. The cleaving is the friends we made along the way.
I'm not sure what would make them look not cleavable. So I would say that
I mean, how big are they?
they're human sized.
So many things are. Do they look shifty?
They didn't want to teach us to read.
I know how to read.
No, I know, but the fact that they're willing to teach someone, I don't know.
That means nothing. Plenty of people have tried to teach me how to read, assuming that I cannot. So that's not exactly a good thing.
That's a good qualifier at the end. That was important.
So do they look shifty?
They look
Give me
like
an insight check.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what looking shifty would look like.
Untrustworthy. That is an 18 plus. Oh gosh. Do I have insight? No, I do not. So 18. Do they look untrustworthy?
They look like ugly humans. So
So untrustworthy. No.
that's fine. That would be a very possibly
Okay.
appropriate approach for your character.
Yeah. No, I've known good humans.
pardon me,
Many
ladies.
of my best friends are humans.
Pardon us, ladies, but we've been sitting here looking for 2 large tomes, I believe. Lady Ag.
No, those are ours.
Oh, have you owned them
Do you
for
have-
all time?
Oh,
Do you have the paperwork to prove that?
it is very appropriate. The books came here to us.
I'm gonna.
While the talking's going on, I'm going to apply some spider venom that I had previously harvested to my rapier.
Okay.
Good call.
Sleight of hand,
Good call.
so as to not be noticed.
Okay.
I'm gonna point over at the floaty ball that's sucking all the water in, and ask them: Did y'all create that? Is that what you're scribbling on about?
Isn't it an interesting phenomenon?
Yeah, could you tell me more about it, please?
Well, I could tell you a lot about it. It seems to have some of the properties of the elemental planes.
Well, that is
both
happening.
air and water.
I'm going to
And,
slowly shift towards the chest.
We have found something here worthy of our study.
So y'all just found it like this. You didn't create it yourselves?
Oh no, but we're going to master it.
Fascinating. What did y'all live in this cave already, or were you drawn in through the tunnel as well?
Oh, we came seeking the source of this magic here.
Certainly.
From
yes, it
where?
makes perfect sense.
And you could give me an insight check on that one.
Happy to.
Good luck.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's not terrible. That's a 19.
Nice.
They were probably drawn in and don't want to
Admit it.
acknowledge that
Yeah.
they're not powerful enough to leave.
There's no shame in that.
That's why
Well,
Yes,
they
there
think
is.
so.
Then how are they getting us out?
Yes. So, ladies,
Teleportation.
if I may ask, how would you get us out of this cavern to fetch you the scroll if you yourselves can't do the same for yourselves?
Oh, we can leave whenever we want, but we have the sphere here to study.
Of course.
We don't want to let this time go by, particularly when we have servants who arrive to do our bidding, as is proper
Well-
and just.
Well, we would be happy to keep an eye on this and take copious notes in your absence if you would so choose and need to get the scroll yourselves. We personally don't know where one could find scrolls of teleportation. That's out of our purview, really. But my friend here, despite his previous questions, is quite lettered and a valiant note taker.
And a notary.
At that, he can certify every note he takes.
Hmm?
That's not what it... Notary does.
Yes, it is.
Hey, on the Sword Coast, it might be all right.
Literally, he writes notes.
Notary writes notes.
He's taken a solemn oath to take only truthful notes and
Mhm.
detailed.
Cheers.
He is very trustworthy.
It's his middle name.
I say, lying completely.
Harsh.
Lady,
I don't know that.
Did you want to give a deception roll there?
I guess. Okay. Do I have deception? Deception. I do not have a proficiency, but I do have a -1. So
Oh, wow.
Promising.
14.
You're on your way. Oh.
Not horrible. Maybe I'll
No,
stop.
but the wink wink might have given it away.
That was only to Eldon.
ladies, are you aware of the secret compartment in the chest that holds a third tome?
A third
say-
tome.
Needing a deception check?
Because he's lying out his ass.
Yes,
That's
and
an
you,
And
may,
every other orifice.
and you may do the deception check with advantage.
Ooh.
Because
'Cause I
that's
said you
something
were
that they would
trustworthy.
really
That-
want.
That's a 24.
No.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, well, come gather around. I can open it up to show you, as I do seek to be your humble servant.
Oh, but please.
All right. Well,
Dude.
so I'm going to make a show of it, of there being, like a false panel on the inside and get them all, paying strict attention to that as I go through disarming traps that aren't there.
And do
Setting it
you-
up so that the rest of the party can do whatever they want behind
Okay.
whenever they deem the opportunity is.
Yep, I
Right.
move closer behind them.
Okay. You've got the attention of Becca and Fionn, but Ag stays focused on the sphere.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll continue to lie,
Okay.
and keep them up.
Okay.
And if the rest of the party is choosing not to act, then let's roll initiative.
Surprise attack,
No,
guys.
no,
Surprise
I'm right
attack.
there. I'm right there, ready to for your
Because
Give me
I've
a
got my
sleight of-
go. Okay,
Give me a sleight of hand check, please.
20.
You are very convincing.
I'm in my element.
This is beautiful, man. Beautiful.
All right, and I've got that poisoned rapier ready to drive home my point.
Yeah.
Well, before, just to make me feel better.
You gonna do it?
What?
You gonna do it?
I'm gonna do my
You can do
my
the-
divine
You
sense.
gonna do the
pink.
thing?
No,
Do the thing.
divine sense. Detects good and evil, as well as anything affected by hollow or the location of any celestial fiends or undead. Within 60 feet.
That wasn't the it, Rinian, but okay, this is fine for now.
Wouldn't you also pick up on Faye,
Not me.
given your background?
It does. Unfortunately, divine sense doesn't get the doesn't get a god or doesn't get a oath changed. This is the base paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
I think it would be
detective
very
evil should still-
appropriate that you would know that these three are Fae.
Yeah, that's what I.
As far as undead in the 600-foot area,
60.
60.
60 feet,
600.
Take it.
60 feet. The answer is no.
70 feet. 1,000.
Yeah, the lake is
Yeah, no.
1,000.
Or put it this way: within 60 feet, not anymore.
Mm.
Evil.
Oh, I've
yes, evil.
activated my
Okay.
bark
60 feet.
skin.
That's more what I cared about.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Where I thought he was going with that.
The Fae is just icing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will move into
Because your hand's
Quentin's.
been on your sword this entire time. Anyway,
Oh,
let's be real.
My hand has got like a white knuckle grip. And I will move to Quentin's behind his or opposite his sword arm. So to be and pay pretend to be in interest while being fully prepared to guard Quentin.
I'm gonna move towards Lady Ag
I'm gonna
Okay.
be next to
and see what she's
next to
writing.
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So,
keep
Renyan,
my
are you
distance.
adjacent to those two so that if I was to attack, I would have sneak attack?
Are you left or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Then yes, I'm off to your left, which would probably place me between them and you.
I'm right next to you, Quentin.
Okay,
So I've reeled them in, and if
Rinyan and Kala and Quentin are all near the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Eldon is near Lady Ag. Where's Delirious?
I'm next to Eldon.
Okay. Where's Bope?
Bope is just trying to form a triangle equidistant from both of those groups and activating
Okay.
his bark skin ring.
Okay. And if you're going to be doing what I think you're going to be doing, go ahead and give me initiative rolls.
Yeah. Is Lady Ag basically right near the water line?
She's about 3 feet back.
Okay. Is the water in here deeper, or is it still pretty shallow?
It's still fairly shallow.
Good to know.
And like I said, it's flowing up towards that sphere. So it's not a whole lot that's there on the ground right at the edge. Eldon, initiative.
14, sir.
Bope,
11.
Delirious.
11.
Are you the fast 11?
I don't know. I'm Dex 14.
I'm faster.
Okay. Rinyan,
19.
said 19.
Yep, that is correct.
Quentin,
14.
and Kala.
Not 20, so 22.
Fastest half work in the West.
Hell yeah.
So Kala, or Quentin, you're sitting there going through the motions of making it seem like there's a false bottom there.
Correct. And when the time is right, I say, "Oh, it's open. See what's inside it," and I will, stand up so that they can look in, and that's when I strike.
Okay.
Would you like an attack roll?
Sure.
Advantage or no?
Yeah, I'd give you advantage on that one.
Okay.
Surprise!
Yeah. Unfortunately, only a 13.
Oh. I'm afraid that's not enough to hit Fiona or Rebecca.
Okay. I will bonus action disengage then, and move away from that cluster that is about to happen.
Wait a minute. Ever since we started doing this video thing, we have not been using our inspiration token. Perhaps
Quentin has it.
Quentin started today's session with the inspiration token.
Yeah,
That's what.
seems reasonable.
If that's the case, then I will.
I definitely
re-roll
don't
one of
have
these.
it.
It was a very inspired act. To
Yeah, that deception ploy.
It was
Okay,
It went
I
a
will
long
bow
way.
to the pressure, and I will.
Performance is well
100%.
reviewed.
Yep.
Worse.
I think you re-roll
Okay.
both die.
Good try.
Well, if you have advantage, you re-roll on your rolls. You re-roll both die, of course. It's obvious.
Am I re-rolling both or what?
Go ahead.
I rolled a 19 on the second, so 24 to hit.
Okay.
really
Were you
wanted this to
attacking
go.
Fiona or Becca?
Fiona.
Okay.
So that was 17 piercing, and with the spider venom on there, I need her to make a DC 14 con save.
She did make the save.
Okay, this is half damage on a success. So that was 12, so 6 poison damage would go through.
Another victory for peer pressure. All right.
And I will
Yeah!
full bonus action disengage
pressure.
and move to clear the immediate area.
Double check that. I think that's a bit much.
Ah. What's a bit much?
I might be remembering an old rule though.
What's the question?
Yeah,
Like
he
a
can
Surprise
can
round?
disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah, disengaging as a bonus action.
Well, he can do it because he's
But
a rogue.
that comes with the move, doesn't it?
Yeah, move separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roguish people are very quick.
Yeah, stabbed,
Mhm.
disengaged, moved, action, bonus action, move.
Who's after me in initiative here? Eldon?
Well, I
we-
think
we
we may
both
be
had
jumping
14.
back up to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go back up to the start of the initiative round, which would be Kala.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is, as we come down, first round we'll skip Quentin.
Okay.
You just took your action, unless
Yeah,
you
but-
want to take the initiative round for everybody in the party.
It's, however, it's
I
working.
think this is still the surprise
Everybody
round.
gets one initiative round, or one surprise round. Quentin does not get 2 surprise rounds.
Oh, so this is still the surprise round. It's not
This
the
is
regular.
the surprise round.
Okay.
This is-
Gotcha.
Just our
Kala.
star performer got deleted off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So I am going to attack the one that Quentin did not attack.
Okay.
And because I think that there is more to, I am gonna rage. So you do hear and I am raging. And I'm attacking recklessly. So that is a 21 to hit.
You hit?
That is a 8, 10, 13 points of slashing damage and 7 points of radiant damage. And since that was my raging was my bonus action, that's it for
Nice. And which one was that on?
the one
was
that
Becca.
Quentin did not.
Okay.
Becca.
Okay.
Rinian.
Having sword drawn in an action and whispering foul fey as I stab not Becca, the other one, the one
Okay.
that Quentin hit. A 17.
That hits.
17 to hit. I will go ahead and throw some green energy down the blade, infusing it with divine power, smiting. So there will be 9 damage of magical piercing, and then 14 radiant damage from the smite, and then contested acrobatics dex or acrobatic strength or no acrobatics dex or athletic strength from her as I attempt to push her into the chest.
I love it.
I got a 22.
Fiona is
Hansel
in
and
the
Gretel
chat.
maneuver.
Hope she doesn't
And-
find that secret compartment.
And Becca says,
And after you disabled all the traps too.
mutiny! Eldon.
Eldon is gonna. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Eldon's gonna wild shape into a large axe beak. For starters, yeah, we're just gonna do
Starters. What else is there?
that. Oh, actually, that's it because I'm not a moon druid, so that's my action is transforming and
You had me at axe beat.
yeah.
Hey, Pope!
Oh boy.
Okay, gonna get out the iron filings and give them a big poof, towards Kala's direction, and we get the giant Kala enlarge spell.
Colossal?
Colossal, 12 feet tall or so, 10 to 12 feet tall.
Oh my gosh!
No, I don't think it's
sorry.
quite colossal
direct.
size.
No, I guess not.
Just large size,
Colossal.
but still
Colossal.
impressive.
But D4 to each of your weapon attacks and advantage on strength, I believe.
Oh, you are the best.
She's so
Solid.
happy.
I'm so happy.
Kala smash.
Kala always smash.
Delirious.
Well, I feel a little silly about this saying next to an axe beak, but I stab what's her face in the back with my little dagger. I hope.
Ag?
Yes.
Okay.
And I
Are you gonna-
miss?
Are you going to get on the axe beak though? Ride the axe beak?
No.
The axe beak is a large creature.
No,
Very mobile.
I don't think I can ride, and it seems demeaning to do it without
Okay,
prior
so-
arrangement.
So we have 2 large creatures. Yeah, there is no maneuvering going on that landing at all now. Kala.
Okay, so now I am 12, maybe 13 feet tall. And that is beautiful. So, Kala's crying a little bit, but in between that, she's going to attack.
Just
You
Crying.
don't know.
Happiness?
so happy.
Okay, so first attack, recklessly. And that's a. Okay. That is a 15 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. So that is a D8 plus D4, right? So,
You had a D4 to whatever
Yeah,
it was.
you get an extra
Okay.
D4.
so that is So that is 15 points of slashing damage. And 4 points, 6 points of radiant damage. And then I will attack. So I attacked Becca first. Now I will attack the other hag.
Which one got knocked in the chest?
What?
Which one got
Fiona.
knocked in the chest?
Fiona.
Fiona.
So that is a. Okay, I got dice. So that is a 21 to hit. And that is a 5 plus 2, 7, 4, 11 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Yeah. And I am right there, arms out. They gotta get.
Rinian.
So first bonus action, close chest.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. if
Sit
this
on
is
it. You're heavy.
Second action is turning to. Why can't I think of the other one's name? There's
Fiona.
Yeah.
Fiona is the one that's half in the
Becca.
chest and,
Oh,
and
right.
the legs are sticking out.
Yeah.
And you see the legs wiggling there.
Run, you foul fey, for I am the dawn. Turn fey.
Okay.
DC 12 wisdom. 12 though.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Bitchin'.
Oof. Got advantage.
Not a huge charisma paladin, so I don't get a big bonus to it.
Okay. Fiona's legs kick even more hectically.
Fiona's?
Fiona failed.
But it was against Becca.
Isn't it an area thing? When you turn undead, it's a
Normally an area.
Oh yeah, it is. Each fey within 30 feet.
yeah,
Nice.
So all three of them.
exactly. Fiona tries drastically to run away. You see the legs that are sticking out of the
It's like a Wizard of Oz
edge
thing.
of the chest. Yeah, they're sitting there. Ah!
It's
I'm
like,
the good witch. Are you
It's like-
though?
it's like closing the oven
I don't
door on
think she is.
the witch.
Kala,
Take this bitch's shoes.
Becca turns to you, and her
Okay.
face just melts away,
Ew.
revealing the most horrible creature that you've ever seen. I need a wisdom save.
Okay. It's my mother-in-law.
Damn.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Wisdom.
12.
Your chest just shudders there for a moment, and oh my,
I have heartburn.
that was almost heart stopping.
Almost. Oh.
All right.
So is my father-in-law.
But
Eldon, who would you say is behind you?
Behind me, like one of my allies, you mean?
Yep.
Probably Rinian.
No,
Probably
you're
behind me.
you're,
I went past you to get to Ag.
We have Delirious and Eldon. Eldon being large,
Yeah.
over by Ag.
Yep.
We have Rinian, Kala, and Quentin.
Large Kala. Quentin's further back because he backed away.
I'm sorry, I may
Over
only be
by
addressed colossal.
by
Becca.
Becca,
And
and
Fionn.
Fionn.
Yep.
And Fion's in the chest,
Fion's in the
kicking
chest.
Correct.
And then
frenetically.
Bope is like kind of not in between us, but like off to the side.
Yeah, Bope's way back away.
Okay.
Just Renion's probably directly behind me then, I imagine, if Delirious is next to me. But I'm, a big bird right now. Like a ostrich with a sharpened beak.
Like a shoe bill.
Yes, a very
They're
angry shoe
mean
bill.
motherfuckers.
They are, but they don't have that sharpened beaks though. Like a sharpened beaked shoe bill.
They-
But like,
Well, I mean,
10
maybe
feet
not the
tall.
way that an axe beak is supposed to, but I think shoe bills, like, they use their beak to wreck stuff.
Axe
but not like-
beaks are the most dangerous creature.
Well,
Dangerous game.
Mr. Axebeak over here, please make me a dexterity save.
He's doing the
Renyon.
dance of his people.
I'll take a dex save from you as well.
13?
Dex saves. I get things for dex.
Wait, hang on. I gotta use the axe beaks dex. Hang on. 12.
Oh no.
I have better dex than an axe beak.
It's a flightless bird.
Yeah, that's the awkward
It's
little
not-
wings.
It's not really
But-
supposed to be that flexible.
But
I got
can
a
you
9.
Crack
I got a
open
9.
coconuts with your face.
A 19.
Okay. Eldon,
Mm-hmm.
Renyon, you take 31 damage as a lightning bolt blasts out from Og right through.
I get behind my shield and take none.
He rolled a 19!
I'm sorry. A 19, you would have taken 15 damage,
Right.
but
His
you're
feet.
behind your shield and take none.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm no longer an
Eldon?
axe beak.
Okay, and for her part, Fionn kicks her legs more. She tries to draw them inside the chest.
Y'all smell fried chicken for a brief moment, and then Eldon pops back into existence where the axe beak was.
There's a
Quentin.
little bit of drawing out of
All I heard
Yes.
was that sound from Naruto when you come out of a transformation.
Quentin, your action.
Were we skipping me this turn or no? 'Cause
No. We skipped you during the surprise round
Gotcha.
because essentially you led the surprise round.
Okay, sounds like I have a little bit more maneuverability with the axe beak gone, so I'm going to move up to Fiona in the chest, who I'm guessing is considered prone, and
I
go.
would say that if you want to hit Fiona, you can either stab in between the chest and maybe hit her. In other words, trying to stab into the chest, which is open about that much.
Okay.
Or you can slice the legs and guarantee a hit.
Yeah, I don't want her running away, so guaranteed hit.
Okay. Yeah, like I
But
said, you cannot miss her there.
she's turned. If you attack her, she's not turned anymore.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but I want to kill her.
But she's
I
turned
can't
for a
kill her if
minute.
I don't attack her.
Hasn't Becca
Sure.
taken more damage anyway?
I'm not keeping track.
Just let him do his.
Yes.
Let him do him. It's fine.
You need damage dice on this, or
Yeah, what would be your max damage on her?
I think 23 and a non-crit with the sneak attack.
Okay. Fiona's
Okay.
legs quick kicking.
Does one of them fall off?
and they start bleeding.
Oh, they're doing a lot of that. Eldon,
She has black
sorry,
and white stockings on.
Master
Alright.
tactics on Becca then, to
Okay.
give advantage on whoever's attacking next.
Okay, well, I'm no longer an Axebeak, so I got to do something else that's more druid-like, I guess.
You aren't unconscious?
No, because Axebeak form took the brunt of that.
Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna slap you with a heal anyway. Because apparently I can't, attack for.
I would still love
my-
that because I'm
Yeah.
still a little singed.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Um,
Save the
Okay.
hat.
You always beat the hag. That's the rule. So we're gonna go ahead and shillelagh just to have that active, but I'm not gonna use the shillelagh yet. I'm gonna thunderwave this woman and
Hag.
and this hag and thunderwave her maybe towards the little water spout.
Okay.
I know it's not necessarily going to go that far, but it's a start.
And maybe it'll suck her up. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Like,
I mean, it sucks up water. She's made of water.
she's this
70%.
water dwelling hag. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil, could you identify where the books are on the battlefield right now for folks?
Ag is holding one. The other one is in the chest with Fiona.
Blood all over.
Yeah.
Now the blood's coming out of her legs outside. It's fine.
Oh, there's
Tomorrow,
enough blood
I
on the
believe.
inside too.
Running everywhere.
Anyway,
Okay, what's the DC that I need for the
13,
Thunderwave?
13 con.
Okay. Does make the con save. So does Ag take any damage?
She still takes half, so 4 thunder damage, but she is not pushed.
Oh,
Bope watches the lightning basically incinerate the Axebeak, bounce off of Renyan's shield, and just watches his entire life flash before his eyes, as even half of that damage would have been it for him. And realizes things are getting serious and throws a magic missile at Becca.
okay.
Okay. Oh, that was good. So that is 12 damage. Wait,
Missiles.
3 times 3 plus 3. Yes,
Plus 3.
12. Okay.
Becca collapses.
All right. Nice. Bope gives a little cackle and moves towards the chest. Not in a line with anyone else.
Delirious.
Shuffle over to Eldon. Tomorrow grants you the strength to carry on the fight. Take 12 hit points. You got my full.
Ooh.
It's nice having wisdom.
Doubled my current hit points. Thank you.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Leaning on that staff pretty hard after Thunderwave. Whew.
Kala.
Yeah. Okay. So I still have one hag in front of me?
You have one hag. You'll have to reach over the top of Eldon or Delirious to hit the hag, but that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fine. I'm like 13.
You're
Super tall.
you're pretty
Okay.
good size, and let's face it, Eldon is not.
Sorry, Eldon. But I will reach
More this way.
over Eldon, and I am going to recklessly attack. That is that one. Okay, so the 13 higher. So 18 to hit. That is D8 plus 1d4. That is a 7, 13 points of slashing damage. And then 5 points of radiant damage. And I will attack it again. Oh, yay.
I pull my hat down to shelter my face from the blood.
Yeah.
I promise this was on the die, okay? I promise. It's another nat 20.
Nice. Dang, 3 this game. Hell yeah.
I think
All
that's my
those D4.
fourth, actually.
Someone's
Is
got to
it?
be the damage dealer.
Yeah.
Where did my...
You mean one
Okay.
damage from our cantrips is not enough?
So that is 10, 15, 17. Wait.
She's got to make up for last
Yeah.
session, you know?
17 points. Oh my gosh, right? I hit 0 last session. 0!
So many
So
misses.
that is 17 points of slashing
Nice.
on the second hit. Boom! Colossal!
Renyon.
So it looks like it's kind of crowded over on that edge of the outcropping. I take it.
Yep.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Becca's down. You said.
Becca is down.
Is Becca still in her illusion, or is she green, or is she hagged out?
She looks like a hag.
So the
Kind of.
illusion's dropped.
Yep.
She's the one
Okay.
down.
I'm gonna go make sure she stays down and coup de grace.
Okay.
No mercy for the hags.
Mercy for the Fae.
Gnomes have some mercy. You never know.
Never.
I was hoping someone would do that.
And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna be talking to Quentin because I'm pretty sure he's nearby. And this, messing with nature, is why we don't tolerate the Fae.
He's
Holy
just
crap, they were Fae? I was just going to attack them because they had our books.
just picturing Renyon making straight eye contact with Quentin
Yeah.
as he's like snapping the neck. Like, this is what you do.
Okay, and well, Ag's face kind of melts off, and again, the most horrible thing that you've ever seen. And Delirious is looking at Eldon. Eldon's hat is down so that he can't see. And Kala, I need a wisdom save.
Didn't Kala make one earlier?
Different
Against
hag?
Becca, yes.
Different hag, different ugly.
This one's even uglier. Yeah.
Like,
Now
you
this
don't
is
even want to.
this is a it is not an aura effect.
You're muted, Kala.
She's just
I
so
think somebody
excited that
came
she
up
rolled
probably.
another natural 20.
Frozen in fear?
She credit on her microphone. Hang on a sec.
And while we're waiting, for those keeping track at home, Bope's little cackle as he finished off Becca with the magic missile was him feeling a little bit healthier.
See, I guess the spell worked. It stunned Kala briefly.
Yeah.
Stunned by success.
That face is a lot to process.
Yeah, it really is. A lot of synapses firing back there.
Truly.
Kala's only got so many.
Excuse me.
There we go. That's what it took.
You are getting horrific vision or visaged, so you
I'm
need
being
to-
massaged? What?
Yeah, you need to make a will save.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. My Kala has small stroke. Wait, will save? Wisdom save?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wisdom save, yes.
14 on the die.
Good.
Okay.
-5.
Well, yeah, I mean, does she
No,
have
plus
like an
one.
8? Okay.
You're not pulling a Bope
Sorry
on this.
about
Cecil?
Yep.
I think we're back at you.
Nope, the Ag did all Ag could do. Quentin is up next. And I would say that this round you can take her down before she can do anything else.
Okay,
Please
I'm
do.
going to say to her,
So-
this is why you return overdue library books. That's why we're here.
I'm gonna look at him like
Don't mess with
Serious
librarian.
Serious.
Is anyone adjacent
Really
to her?
don't.
Yeah, like three of us.
Oh, yes. Well,
Okay.
you've got
I didn't know you were playing a
I'm right
bard.
next to you.
you've got Eldon, you've got Delirious that are adjacent to her, and I will even credit Kala for being adjacent to her since she's got
She's got
Og's
reach.
attention from the reach.
Okay, I
So-
dart in with a 17 on the rapier, trying to stick her.
Okay.
All right, that is 13 total piercing damage.
And she drops.
Oh, thank God.
And I try and catch the book.
Give me a dex check.
All right. Hey, not bad. 17.
Yeah, you got the book.
Great.
Not a
Nice.
barbarian, but I care greatly for the printed word.
Bope was going for
And
the book in
stamps.
the chest.
Well, while they're doing all that, I'm Rinyan's headed back. I'm heading back over to the chest, opening it up, grabbing the body out, throwing that body over onto the beach.
Okay.
Splash.
Huh, so they weren't old women. They were hags. Wow. Color me surprised.
Are you
Really?
really?
He was just gonna. Yeah,
He's
that's
just gonna
right,
murder-
kids.
I mean, they
He's
were,
He's just gonna stab some old women. That's right.
they were clearly hags, Quentin. Are
Are you
you
certain?
okay?
I mean, just because they're, nautically inclined, I mean, well, I mean,
no,
now
no,
we know.
they had that hag smell.
I think Quinn's just being facetious.
No, never.
Thank you, Eldon.
Are these the books we're looking for? Because if
Yes,
not,
these are definitely the books that you are
Oh,
looking
great. So
for.
now we have to stop this Orby thing because that's going to drain the ocean. Which I suspect
wait a minute.
that.
Is that on our mission statement? We just were hired to return these books.
It's
Yeah, but-
draining the ocean. Let's stop it.
It is impeding our exit.
Yeah,
Oh,
we need to
true,
stop
true,
it in
true,
order
true,
to get
true,
out. Which we might want to be prepared for there to be a backwash.
Ew.
So let's stand
Fortunately, we can all water breathe.
landing.
Kids did that
I
all
guess
the
when we
time.
do it.
I'm words.
Maybe we stand in the boat.
Would you like assistance with that, Renyon? As I point
Yes.
up to the book.
Detect magic inside the chest.
I'm gonna stand right behind both battle
Oh.
axes out. Just in case.
The tomes aren't quite magic, but they deal with the topic quite extensively.
What language are they
That's-
written in?
Primordial.
I was just checking
Ah.
to see if there was anything else in the chest. But okay, cool.
I actually read and write.
As far as checking for anything else in the chest, yes, there's quite a bit of coinage in there as well.
Oh,
No.
good.
Ooh.
Bonus.
Yeah, we never found it. I mean,
I'll
There
whip
was-
out 6 bags and
We did find these books. Chest was lost at sea.
Yep.
now,
Maybe there's more
is there a
chest that
secret
way.
compartment in here? Because I got a pretty good sense about these things, and I just want to make sure that.
No secret compartment. Unless you believe yourself.
Such a good player. He believes his own.
Just such a good actor.
Sylvanas,
Really
We
all
call
things
those
are
delusion.
I'm gonna take the giant spell book that I caught from Ag and over to Bope and Quentin, who I assume are probably somewhere near each other. So I imagine you two can figure this one out, eh?
Yeah,
I
can
can
I
help translate.
crack a... Oh, that's right. I can't read Primordial. Unless we take 10 minutes to ritually cast, which...
do
What's
it.
the
we
rush
have
now?
the time.
Yeah,
I'm
no, we
fine.
probably
Yeah,
have
that's
time.
fine.
we have plenty
Yeah,
of
do
time.
The only rush is the
Oh.
water.
How much longer am I this big?
Is it 1 minute?
And you're little again.
Forever.
Damn it.
Okay, so if I touch the words, I can read primordial.
Well, it's 1 page per minute.
Do it.
So you can do
Do
60 pages.
Well,
it.
Or I can just do the chapter headings and stuff and help you zero in on the pages you want.
the first thing that you take a look at are the notes that Ag was writing in,
Yes,
and
indeed.
give me an intelligence check there.
Sure. Yeah, that's a 1. Plus stuff.
Can I get an Arcana check on that?
Most certainly.
Good
Nat
job.
20, so 21.
Okay, now I'm assuming you can read it, or
I have primordial from one of my actually I think from the mastermind background here,
Okay.
or rogue.
then definitely. You help Bope understand what it is that he needs to do here, and
No. We need to cross the streams in order.
And-
What?
Are you sure?
and it will
Nice.
it will reverse the spell, and then your assessment is that as soon as you reach when the spell started, it will go away. So essentially, you'll turn it so that it flows backward.
So we should all get on the platform.
What you're saying is that we need to get the boat prepped to ride a tidal wave out.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hearing.
Or
Oh,
a steady
I-
stream out.
Yeah,
It-
I think
it may
the
not
the
be-
pace of the deflowing might be reasonable. Yes.
We should all get
Nothing's-
on the
nothing's
platform
ever
and tie each
reasonable.
other together.
Prepare for the worst, hope for
Don't
the best.
assume things as an adventurer.
That's how you plan.
Yeah.
Never reasonable.
And make sure
Just
Mr.
as
Peppers is very firmly in my pocket.
Did we want to short
can
rest
hold him
up
if you
before? Does that help anyone?
A short rest.
Short rest would be welcome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm kind of
y'all
old.
do
we
some-
can use our hit dice
My
on a
back
short
hurts.
rest, right?
That's what they're for. If you want to,
Yeah.
we take a short rest while they're doing all that translating and book reading and whatnot.
I mean, I'll take watch in front of the tunnel because I have not been.
Colin, maybe you can go let our sea elf friend know that
Oh, that's a good idea.
we're about to change it and make a way out.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that.
Isn't that a
But
ways away?
take care of Bope
Eh,
and Eldon for me, Renian.
obviously.
Okay, so Quentin and Bope will be busy, but while they're busy, everyone else can certainly have time for a short rest in there.
Yeah.
By the way, it takes you about 3 hours to figure out what it is that.
Oh, almost
need to
in.
get
All right, take 3 short rests. Fantastic. All right.
Okay. All right. So we begin the ritual.
Primordial is a beautiful language. Aquan's my favorite. It's the language of blood.
If it takes 3 long rests, then I will be back.
Not
I
long
will
rests, short rests.
Yeah,
Yes, you will certainly be back in plenty of time before.
I will be back in time to
Okay.
sit down in front of the tunnel just in case.
So, Kali, you're going over to tell Halleck what was happening?
Yeah.
Okay. He appreciates it and says if it's going to turn around, I could get out of here too. That's great.
It sure is.
I've got my wild shapes back, so I can surf this tide if I need to,
In style.
and rescue anybody that falls off a boat. Maybe.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'll be a dolphin this time if it's less intimidating.
So many
Okay.
things.
Can you do giant seahorse?
So many things.
I could do giant seahorse now. That's true.
Yeah, don't do dolphin. Don't be the asshole of the sea.
They kind of are. They're cute, but they're jerks.
So like cats of the sea?
More like the geese of the sea.
Yeah.
True
Yeah.
assholes. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bope, it's been a
So-
pleasure working with you in case this goes horribly wrong.
Yes. Thanks for teaching me a new language.
Anytime.
Is that not just what happened?
Bad.
All right.
he-
I
he
crossed the
taught you-
streams.
Yeah, he taught you the cuss words.
Well,
Yes.
we all get in the boat first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hurry up. I'm
Everyone's
not
in the
getting
boat.
any younger.
Okay, where's Kala
It's
at?
like the log ride at that you go. You're like,
Where's Kala at?
in the boat.
Okay, and
Kala
also.
is muted.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm
the boat.
actually not gonna get in the boat. I'm gonna stay outside the boat and just wait for the water level to get a little higher. Then I'm gonna go ahead and wild shape preemptively.
yeah.
okay.
So you're
Swim.
ahead.
I'm gonna
and
swim
everyone
behind the
else is-
boat.
No, you
No,
wild
I'm gonna,
shape.
I'm gonna stay behind.
You wild shape preemptively, so you're
So
just flopping.
everyone else is in the boat. You're
Just
No,
mean,
but the advantage to being a dolphin is you can't breathe the air.
Yeah.
I just mean I'm gonna preemptively wild shape once the water gets high enough,
I
assuming
got
that
it.
it does.
I got it. I got it.
I'm gonna swim behind just in case, and I will wild shape into a giant seahorse,
A seahorse. Okay.
like our friend Barnacles out there.
Okay.
So there's a benefit to a dolphin over a seahorse. Seahorses are very long vertically, while dolphins are more horizontal. So
Quit trying to take away my fun.
I'm just saying.
Can we call you Barney? Like
My
Barney?
name's still Eldon, Bo.
Okay. Is everybody ready? Are you ready?
That's all ever be.
Okay. I cross the streams.
Okay. Now who's guiding the boat? Someone on the tiller and somebody pushing off from the walls?
Yeah, I'll be pushing off walls. I think me and Kyle will push off walls.
Okay.
yes. Thank you,
If you want to
Renyan.
do the tiller.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
Guiding hand.
Eldon be
I've
the
got
tiller?
battle axe to be a tiller. No worries.
Okay. So Quentin, you're at the tiller?
I think so.
Okay, give me a strength check there.
Oh, this is a strength check thing?
Yep.
Kala?
And
You wanna
as
grab-
Well, do you want to push off against the walls?
I don't want to do
that
anything
will also
involving
be
strength.
I'm good for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
why not? Oh,
The strength.
and he's back.
yeah.
What
He's
is?
He's bringing us back, and we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're
That's
good.
what happens
Bo.
when you cross
We're
the
good.
stream. So
So Bope finished the ritual, but just because he doesn't want to feel helpless as everybody's trying to keep us afloat, I continue to look like I'm still casting it. Just, hold in there. We're almost done.
Okay, Quentin, give me an initial check.
a 9. I
Okay.
didn't know it was a strength check. I thought it was a dex check.
Well, just made the job a little bit harder.
It's okay.
Which is
the
why I
other
say
two.
somebody who's stronger than me, take this.
I don't think anyone's stronger than you. Maybe
That's
Eldon,
okay.
but he's
The most important ones,
catching, ready to catch people.
how
Right.
it would have worked. If Quentin had done an excellent job, everybody else would have had advantage. Okay. You just don't have advantage on your pushing off against the walls. So I need a strength check from both Renyan and Kala. One each.
okay.
18.
Good.
17 on the die.
Okay. No one has to make a roll to stay in the boat.
Okay. That would have been a 20.
This is why we were okay with you on the tiller, Quentin.
We didn't know.
Yeah, it's more fun that way. Okay, you are outside the cave. Halleck comes up. He thanks you profusely. He doesn't have too much left, but he pulls out a fur coat, cape that was in one of his saddlebags, and says that please take this. It's been in his family for several generations. It's his way of saying thank you. And should you return this area, they should recognize the cape, and it may help as far as getting passage or anything else like that.
Nice.
Can I pet barnacles one last time?
Oh, most certainly.
Do you feed him some sea kelp?
I don't have any. I don't even have a milk ball. I'll pet him extra hard. There we go.
Okay, and that will take care of us from there. You meet back up with the faithful siren, and find your way back to the hall.
Do we ever find out where the rest of the crew went?
A lot of the crew were taken to Mentarn.
How much gold each did we manage to pilfer from the chest?
That's right. You're counting that up. There's what, 6 of you?
Yep.
That should be 150 each.
Nice. Plus the 250 each we were getting for this
That's
job, right?
a good payday.
400 each then?
Yep.
Well,
Oh,
we
really?
technically haven't gotten paid yet, I guess, for the job.
No, but you'll have that back once you get back to the hall.
Okay.
Another victory for the
Making-
Velkyn Weave.
Starting to
And,
make
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Turning
teamwork.
the books over to the seer. He will make sure that Candlekeep knows that it was you who recovered the tomes.
How long was the boat ride back? Was that a 2-day ordeal
It's-
again?
Yep, it's about 2 days back.
When we
Pope,
when we
would
turn,
you
sorry.
like to copy one of the books with me? I've got a ton of
Yes.
paper and ink.
Indeed.
Okay. We've
Sounds
got
va-
2 days. You want to focus on the water or the air one?
More of an air person myself.
Air it is.
Air cough.
So whatever we can get copied in 2 days.
Okay.
So when we do get back to the seer, I will inquire if these would be of any assistance. Does the seer believe that these would be of any assistance with our other problem under
Oh.
town lake?
Altrell?
Yeah. Altrell.
Not sure if it's driven by the same issues there.
But could the
But
magic
if this can help us understand what is happening with the planes, perhaps we could sever some of the magic that is animating them. That's what he's hoping.
Could I also add over that journey, could we have possibly identified maybe what that cape did? If it was in fact magical or not? Or just for show?
And I guess we'll confirm the cast off studded leather as well.
Cast off studded leather.
Bope appears to be having a moment. Let's call it a senior moment. He's a little frozen up there. But I'm sure he'd happily tell us what that cape did.
What does cast off do?
you can
Instead of
take it
having to
off
take
an
like
action.
a full minute,
Action.
it's just one
Yeah.
action.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
it's
6
got a
seconds to
it's got
put
a
it
quick
on, take it
release
off.
cord.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
modern
parachute.
body. It's
For
modern.
emergency purposes.
It's got the modern body armor pull tab.
Yeah.
Did you ever see
Uh-oh.
that? It's like the scene from Bruce Almighty.
Real quick.
And on the plus side, even though it's a common magic item, it is magical, which has some bonuses.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you guys know what Carlos tattoo too.
Pretty bitchin'.
Oh hell yeah. And you guys
What it
have
actually
also
says.
seen the rest of Carlos tattoos. Like
Oh,
the
there
floral
went both.
shit going up their arm and across their chest and across the other arm. Battle
sounds gay.
axes, all kinds
Can
of
you
shit.
use that?
Huh?
How many times a day can you use the smiting tattoo?
Oh, you know, honestly, it feels like it's pretty draining. So I feel like I can only do it like once a day.
Did it
But-
glow in like blue lightning colors when you activated it?
Oh hell yeah, hell
Sweet.
yeah! And my battle axe that's very special carved for me totally lights up and sparks up, and you know you hear this sound 300 feet around me. And
Oh, we heard it. We heard it. My ears
Oh,
are still
good.
ringing.
You better have. 'Cause that was truly.
Hey, the tattoo, is that a lightning bore or?
No, I believe a higher power than me said it was 2 battle axes crossing.
That is pretty damn cool.
Yeah. But I will totally get a lightning board tattooed on me because every what do you call it? Like every difficult challenge that is put in front of me, I get tattooed on my body.
Like a memento.
So, are you able? Is it
Yeah.
something that you do after you hit, or does it the same like with the Thunder Smite have to be a bonus action applied before, but it still applies to the first hit?
I don't know what a bonus action is, but it feels like that would be the right thing to call it.
The way that hers works is when she goes into a rage, the anger of the rage is what activates it and brings on the thunder wave.
So, it's
So-
the first attack after she rages.
Correct.
Yeah.
However,
Ah.
currently it's 1 per day or 1 per long rest, since that's how you count a day.
Yeah.
The cloak that you have found, or
Who?
the cape. Again, it does have magical properties to it. It is it seems to be a cloak of elven kind of limited use.
That helps you hide?
It can help you hide, and currently, once it's attuned, you can trigger it once a day, and you
Okay.
figure that it's going to grow, kind of like the tattoo. It will grow with you.
And the staff. And the ring.
And
Yes.
the sword.
When you
Yes.
say once a day, like how long?
You can activate it, and as long as it's active, it's active.
Nice.
In other words, as long as you have the hood up, it's up.
I mean, you guys never need to see me again, right?
I mean, do
Man,
you
we used
see
to run
me
with
right
this
now
rogue
anyway?
named Quentin. He was a real
Obviously.
live wire.
It's like,
Obviously,
yeah.
you give
Yeah.
it to Bope so that he just doesn't get attacked ever again.
But then what if he
Yeah,
gets
or something like
unconscious
that.
and you can't find him?
It's true. You know, we gotta save Bope. So
I mean, if he just has a heart
disappears-
attack one day, we might never know. We'll say, "Hey,
Listen.
Bo, fireball this guy," and then nothing will happen.
Already
he
gave him
stroked
my
out and we
ring.
never heard it.
So his skin is already really rough because of what I offer. So you know,
No, Quentin, as you experiment with it, you find that it lasts about an hour.
ooh, nice.
But again, it's a one trigger thing. It can last up to the hour. It does not require any concentration or anything to use once it's there.
Very nice. I would greatly like this cloak, as it would enhance my ability to kill things.
Oh, look at that. To me, it
Cheers,
looks
my
like
friend.
it's got your name on it right there.
Mm.
Literally does. I put a little tag on it that says
He already,
Pointing.
There you go.
embroidered it.
Okay. But for any of those still watching, thank you for joining us, and we'll be back next week with the Velkyn Weave and a new adventure.
And tomorrow, whiskey, magic, and destruction.
Yes, they are back.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock.
Breaking shit, casting magic.
Bye.
There you go.
You guys